Right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rachakodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings to the elect. This year is number 1 from the Great Millstone Camp in Trinidad, and I'm coming back to do another lesson that these devils are not the true royalty on the earth. Alright? Though they living like royalty. Because the scripture says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. But these devils are not the true royalty on the earth. Them is deceivers and imposters posing to be royalty. Because true royalty does live royal. True royalty had a height to make yourself get an outside woman and all kind of thing. You know? Oh, if you're a true royal, live like a royal. Show it. Because that's how Jake is. From the time Jake learns into money, they'll try and live royal because that's where the spirit dwells. That's where the spirit lies in royalty. But, you know, we had to live like how we live in here now because we are under some curses. So I look up now I have 2 pages open here, Google and YouTube. The underneath one is YouTube, the top one is Google with the blue letter Bible. So I looked up inside the lives of the royal British family, which are Edomites, by the way. Edomites, right? So, I'm going to play it.
If this is your first time visiting our channel, hit the button to subscribe, and then prepare to be amazed as you follow us inside the lives of British royalty. Stay tuned to the end to discover what life is really like for Prince George and Princess Charlotte, and what Kate and Willis get up to after the kids are in bed. The British royal family is so famous we feel like we know each member personally, but none of us really know what goes on behind closed doors at all those grand palaces and stately homes. There are some fascinating little-known facts, however, that give us a glimpse of what life is like for Prince William, Kate Middleton, Prince Harry, and the rest of the royal family. If you've ever wondered what they actually do all day, then you'll have a much better idea after watching our video. Newest member Meghan Markle should take notes as we reveal the day-to-day lives of the British royals. Let's start with the head of the family, Queen Elizabeth II. The Queen might be in her 90s, but that hasn't stopped her continuing with her busy schedule of commitments and activities. These are called royal engagements and can include anything from throwing parties and presenting awards to hosting heads of states and going on diplomatic trips. Have you ever wondered what her children and grandchildren's duties actually are? Essentially, the rest of her family members are there to take on the visits, openings, and trips that the Queen can't personally see to herself. So just how busy are they? If you had visions of them sitting around all day being waited on by servants, think again. In 2015, the Queen carried out 341 engagements. That's nearly 1 per day. And believe it or not, that was more than Prince William, Prince Harry, and Kate Middleton combined. In the last...
So I'm just playing it piece by piece. I'm going to play this whole thing towards these devils impose, you know, as royalty. They are not royalty.
They have a pretty big workload too. Between them, the royals have about 2,000 engagements to attend every year. They entertain 70,000 guests at various special dinners, tea parties, and ceremonies. And they answer 100,000 letters a year. That's no mean feat. And that's not to mention the huge amount of charity work they do. There are around 3,000 charitable organizations that have a member of the royal family as a patron. They go on tours around the world representing their family and their country. Like when William and Kate visited Canada, there's lots of diplomatic work to be done. Many of the male members of the family, like Prince Harry, also serve in the armed forces. All 3 of the Queen's sons served in the forces. And guess what? The Queen did too. When she was just 18 years old and still a princess, she joined the Women's Auxiliary Territorial Service. This was during World War Kensington Palace. That will make Meghan neighbors with Wills and Kate. They live in the 20-room apartment 1A inside Kensington Palace itself with their children. While Meghan's new home isn't quite so big, it's certainly grand enough. Famed architect Sir Christopher Wren designed the reception rooms, and the garden has a hammock that Harry put up himself. Meghan and Harry might also be gifted a...
Though she looking like this one here, Meghan, whatever she name is, she pops is a Edomite, she moms is a Jake, I think. I don't really follow them fucking devils on them, but the point is, them is not a royalty, right? Them is imposters, them is liars, them don't fit. They like a square shape trying to fit into a triangle hole, bro. That how them is when the topic of royalty is come up and them in the picture. Them don't fit that picture. Them is not royals. Alright? When Jake get them, their kingdom, you go see what true royalty is. These is a set of basemen living, trying to impose themselves and be royals on the earth. Them is not royals. It's dogs. Okay? And the Lord Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai coming back to bring the true royal people in their right stead. So I'll play it again.
Residence from the Queen, if history is anything to go by. The Queen gave William and Kate a 10-bedroom Grade 2 listed mansion called Anmer Hall on the Sandringham estate when they wed. And reports claim that the eco-friendly 6-bedroom mansion called Harewood Park might be lined up for Harry and Meghan. If she fancies the fancy life, Meghan will most definitely be able to enjoy it. She'll have hairdressers, butlers, chefs, dressers, and valets. Life with children, dogs, and jovial family meals at its core. And they hired a full-time maternity nurse for 3 months after Charlotte was born. But with Prince George starting school in London
all
in
these
September
children going to
2017,
captivity.
and Will's giving up his flying career to
going to
better support
captivity.
Queen, the family moved back
That
to their
whole family
apartment
going
in the
to
English
captivity.
capital.
All of them.
However,
All.
given that their countryside mansion has a swimming pool and
Imposters,
tennis
they
court,
call
they
them.
make the perfect retreat for summer vacations. Although Kate and William's London home is called an apartment, it's actually more like a 4-story house with 2 nurseries, 3 kitchens, and many rooms dedicated to charities set up by Princess Diana. But they still lead as normal a family life as possible. So, exactly what do Prince George and Princess Charlotte get up to on a day-to-day basis?
All of them go and feel the wrath of the Most High. Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. All of them. I get a precept there. Exodus. Listen. Right. So this is Exodus chapter 19, I read from verse 5. It says, now therefore, right? Let's know. I'm going to pause it. Right, so lucky about that. Right, so let me continue. So yeah, this is Exodus 19 verse 5. It says, now therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me, above all the earth, above all people, for all the earth is mine. So even this so-called wealth that these royals have, these so-called royals, right? The Most High said that is his own, right? So I'm gonna read verse 6, right? Exodus chapter 19, verse 6. And ye and ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and an holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. So the Israelites is a kingdom of priests. Right, let me look up what that word kingdom mean, right? So let me find out what kingdom find out what kingdom mean, right? Pull along this a little bit there. Right, so no, kingdom, right? Kingdom. Kingdom come from the Hebrew word malaka, right? Malaka, right? Right. King's reign. King's reign. Royal. Right? Kingdom. Dominion, reign, sovereignty, kingdom, realm, sovereignty, dominion, reign. Right? I'm going to look up here too. Right. In the Gesenius' Hebrew Chaldee Lexicon. It says plural, a kingdom, dominion, use of both of the royal dignity, and these Edomites are not royal dignity. Them is dogs. They are not royal dignity, right? They're not dignified. They're imposing to be dignified. Right? It says, and of the country subject to a king, royal city. Right? A royal city, royal abode. Right? These Edomites are not a royal city nor a royal abode. Them is imposters. So they're not talking about them. They're talking about the Israelites. Because these, who you're calling the royal family today, them is Edomites. Them is Esau children. They are not a part of the kingdom, and they are not true kings. Them is not true royalty. Them is not true royalty. I guess 2 Peter. 2 Peter. 2 Peter or 1 Peter? No, 1 Peter chapter 2. 1 Peter. I get it for myself, right? First Peter. What is blue letter set up now mean? You understand it now? I can remember the whole setup, right? Next chapter, right? Right. 1 Peter chapter 2 verse. I'll read from verse 9, right? It says, but ye are a chosen people, but ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation, a peculiar people. Same thing that I just read in Exodus 19 verse 6. Kingdom of priests. Royalty, true royalty. And that's speaking about so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. A royal priesthood. Which is true. That is what you call the true royalty of the earth. The Israelites. So when we get we kingdom, you're going to see what true royalty is. Come from the Greek word. Listen to it.
Strong's G 934. Basileos. Basileos.
And it means royal, kingly. Right? Strong's info. It means kingly. In nature, a natural king. Right? Kingly in nature, meaning a natural king. And we is a true, that is why when you see Jake land into a little dollars, they try to live that kingly life. Because we are natural royalty. But it's just royalty who been put down. Right? The Most High say, when I fed them to the full, right? We were fed to the full, meaning we were well taken care of as a nation. True royalty. But we just get put down. We just get laid low. We just get cast out of the royal position on the earth for now. But the Lord getting ready to put we back in that position. The Lord getting ready to set up his kingdom here on the earth. And when he does that, you other nations will see what true royalty is. So I'm going to continue to read 2 Peter 2 verse 9. It says, but ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who had called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. So that's talking about the Israelites. Right? Because it's the same thing Peter quoting here. Is the same thing that was written in Exodus 19 verse 6. Right? So let me go and get another precept in the book of Revelation chapter 1. Go. Right. Revelation 1 and verse 6. I read from verse 5. And from Yahushua HaMashiach, who is the faithful witness, and the first begotten of the dead, and the prince of the kings of the earth, unto him that loved us and washed us from our sins in his own blood. Verse 6. And hath made us kings and priests unto the Most High and his Father. To him be the glory and dominion and forever and ever. Tamiyat Tawab. So that will be as we kings and priests. Right? Naturally. Now say kingly by nature. That way now say it say we kingly by nature. Natural born kings. We don't pretend to be kings. These are not kingly by nature. These are servants by nature. This young boy really and truly not supposed to be living in our palace. They're supposed to be servants to us. That is where them natural state is.
But when he's back home, he loves to kick a soccer ball around. Perhaps his dad's role as president of the Football Association has had an influence on the little boy. George.
See? This young boy not supposed to be in a position of royalty, but a servant. And it might be hard to see right now because we're accustomed seeing them as royalty, but they are truly servants. Right? That is what they truly are, servants to us, the Hebrew Israelites. And that is what you're going to get set up back into. So, you're seeing on the screen here, the Apostle Rakal Life Camp with GMS Boston. Right? That is the true royal people right there. That is where the Lord set them back up. The true royalty on the earth. And you will see what true royalty is. Because these, they don't fit the part. They don't fit it. It don't fit them. You know? They're trying to be hard. Like an East Indian who just try to be a Jake down here in Trinidad. Bro. They just try hard to be Jake and they just can't be Jake. You know, where the pants. But Jake being wicked, wearing the pants, you know, under the ass and by the pants under and the bongs and thing. Jake, that is just how Jake, but when Jake doing that, Jake just put a little swag to it. Either Elamites, East Indians, when them doing that, bro, it's clear to see, yo, you're off. They don't fit in, they don't fit the part. Because that is not the role you were meant to play on the earth. You was meant to play as a king, but a servant. That way the scripture says in Ecclesiastes 10 verse 5, right? And it says what? I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. And he was like, what? How? Well, how this happened? That is an error that proceeded from the ruler that not supposed to be. But it's so for now. But the true kings going to come back into the kingdom. The saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. And that is what you're going to see take place. And these devils going to be put down, right? Okay,
also used to be a big fan of the British kids' TV cartoon show Peppa Pig, but his dad says he's over that now. He's probably handed that baton over to Princess Charlotte. But what do Wills and Kate get up to once the kids are in bed? The royal couple revealed on BBC Radio 1 that they love nothing better than a night in front of the TV, watching Homeland and Game of Thrones in their comfy clothes and ordering curry takeout. So now you know, the British royal family isn't so different from us. Well, not in every single way. Which member of the British...
Right. The royals, right? Saudi royals, you know. American royals. They don't call themselves royals, but the American wealthy family, which is them, they consider themselves royalty. All these Edomites and different races, Arabs and Hamites who had a power over there in Africa and whatnot, who calling themselves royals. Yo, the true royal nation going and come up into power, and we're going and see what royalty really is. Because we go and have a kingdom, a city paved with gold. None of all you in that. None of all you. Okay? So with that, I'll give all praise to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai Ba'asham Rakakodash. Hopefully you will edified. Until the next time, I'll say shalom to the elect. All praise to the Most High. Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai.